Lincoln versus Joe. Brother versus brother. I want everybody to understand that this rivalry is decades in the making.
The feud between Alexander Lincoln and Joe Wood has been going on in our family for decades. We really hoped that it wouldn't turn out like this, but we're so relieved to know that tonight this rivalry will be put to rest and a true victor will be crowned.
I guess you could say, even looking back, that Lincoln has always wanted to hold Joe down. It goes to when they were kids, and Lincoln broke both of his legs in what he called a wrestling accident.
And Joe was just past being a toddler. Alexander broke his leg at the femur. Poor little guy had both legs in a cast.
It's been going on their whole lives. And it began when Greg jumped off a couch and broke his baby brother's legs and put him in a body cast for like a year.
The past few years, it's been surreal watching Lincoln and Joe come out of ETW and climb through the ranks of professional wrestling. We've all been so proud to support both of them as they've gone on this journey. But the jealousy that Lincoln has shown recently to hold the spotlight for himself, it's unforgivable.
If they wouldn't have beaten me almost to a pulp almost 20 years ago, I would still be wrestling today. But since that happened, I've had to call it quits. I had to get a real job. I had to get married. I had to have kids. You think I wanted that? I wanted to be in the ring. I wanted to be wrestling. I wanted to be world champion. Thanks to them, I can't.
What do I think about Lincoln? Well, first off, I think it's no surprise that he doesn't use his birth name at Pro South. No surprise at all, because you do a search on him, yeah, you might see a couple of pictures in suits, but eventually the skeletons will start piling up. This is not a good person.
And Lincoln has been trying to hold Joe down since we were teenagers. I've even had my fair share of trouble from stinking Lincoln.
Hello, as some of you may or may not know, I am the wife of Alexander Lincoln, and unfortunately, Joe Wood is my brother-in-law.
I think Joe Wood is salt of the earth. Joe Wood is a good person, and Joe Wood has every right to be a bad person.
As long as I've known Joe, there has been issues. There's always been an underlying tension. Sometimes there has been feuds during the holidays when we try to invite him to come be with our family. He starts something.
You've seen the videos. How often does it look like Joe's invited to those parties?
I really hope that Dad hits Joe with a chair. And second, and Joe, I hope you're listening, you need to step aside. The Alpha has arrived.
He doesn't sleep. He doesn't stop. He is a rabid dog waiting for a victory.
Okay, who do you think would win, Alexander Lincoln or Joe Wood?
Joe is not in the shadow of Big Brother anymore. And Friday night, everyone will know.
Here it is. I could care less. They both deserve to lose.
The one with the grudge is probably going to have the advantage.
It's time for a change, and hopefully Joe can put this to rest.
I want to have faith that everything works out for Joe, but it never has. So why would that change?
You have it coming to you, Mr. Lincoln. Joe's going to take you and wipe you all the way across that map. And I, for one, cannot wait until you get put through the wood chipper. Go get him, Joe.
The repressed anger that Joe has carried his whole life, I'm afraid when that comes out, this could be serious injuries or worse.
Match tonight, I think it's very, very clear that my dad will win.
In the very end, Alexander will be the ultimate winner and will defeat Joe once and for all.